In this clip, we will discuss a little bit more about backorder management. This time will be procurement. In previous clips, we saw how to create a ship and bill, which asks another branch to ship directly to our customer and complete the billing process. Similarly, we learned how to create a direct and have the vendor ship directly to our customer, for which the billing is handled for us by accounts payable. This option is advantageous as it takes us out of the loop of receiving, handling, and delivering the material. And the previous clip showed us how to submit a transfer request to either the buyer or the district administrator to bring in material from another branch. As we have emphasized repeatedly, if our customer can wait for the material, we are best served by having our backorder satisfied by covering it on the buyer's stock purchase order. However, if the backorder is an emergency, then we may need to create a vendor purchase order that will bring in the material into our branch. This is called procurement. Be aware, if we procure, we could be talking about a significant freight charge. We should make sure our customer understands that they will be charged for this. Depending on the structure in place, we can either utilize the services of our district administrator or we can create purchase orders ourselves. If we have district administration, creation of the procurement purchase order almost exactly mirrors the procedures for requesting a transfer. The only difference is the requirement to provide a cost. We will communicate to our administrator via internal comments. As usual, we will use Alt-C, comments, and we will switch from general to internal. The critical entries for when we need to procure material are when it is needed, how it should be shipped, if there is a cost difference, what is the unit cost? And if you spoke to the vendor, you might also include contact information for the supplier and who quoted the material. Once complete, escape or depress Alt-H to go to the header. Once complete, escape or depress Alt-H to go to the header screen. Make sure the Freight In Exempt flag is correctly set. Obviously, having the customer pay the freight is the better option, so in that case the flag should be set to N. Once complete, escape back to the status screen. Depress Alt-R for Procure. Enter all in the 3 fields in the top left-hand corner. Identify your backorder and enter the quantity to be procured. Escape and your procurement request will be processed by the administrator. You will receive an email with a copy of the purchase order attached. And that's it. You are done. The district administrator will take over from here. But if you happen to be in a branch that does not use district administration for procurement, you are probably required to create your own procurement purchase order. In that case, the procedure is as follows. Make sure the Freight In Exempt flag is set correctly, and then from the status screen, depress Alt-R Procure. Enter all in the 3 fields at the top left-hand corner of the screen. Locate the line item or items to be procured and enter the appropriate quantity. Depress Escape. Depress Alt-C for Confirm. The procurement confirmation screen will be displayed. In the Procure From column, identify the vendor. Once identified correctly, depress Alt-C to create the PO. This action creates the procurement purchase order. And in the body screen of the order, make sure the cost is correct. Escape to the header screen and select the freight terms from the F10 display. Also make the necessary entries in the vendor instructions panel. These should include the date that we need delivery and how we want it shipped. Escape to the status screen. Change the ship date to reflect the date we need the material to reach the branch. Arrow back to the Print Status flag. Depress F10 for the options. If we see EDI, Electronic Data Interchange, we are well advised to select it. Otherwise, we can select email or fax. And that's procurement. But remember, it should only be used in an emergency situation. Take a break, and we'll see you again in a little while.